So, once again, video games are being targeted because of, well, for very many stupid reasons. I find this to be, absolutely pathetic because studies show that there is no connection between video games and reality. So, mass shootings that take place here in the United States and stuff is not really caused by video games. These are the stupid ideas that politicians like to draw, both Republicans and Democrats. In fact, even the president, or the former president of the United States, the 45th former president, Donald J. Trump, had even said that these video games are so destructive and that stuff. They do nothing but cause damage to the country. And we're going to get into this video today because I've I've discussed this topic before and really just really find this topic to be very stupid, but it's also important to talk about this because I, for one, I don't believe that these video games really cause violence and that stuff. In fact, there is studies proven that video games don't have a connection to reality in any way. Now, if it's a depression problem, somebody, like, say for example, somebody's trash talking or, giving you a hard time online and that stuff, well, that's a whole different story right there. I mean, yeah, you can get depression and you can get mad over that stuff, but other than that, you're pretty safe playing these video games, except if you were very, very young and you were playing violent games, like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, or whatever, and that stuff. You would probably get in your head that you would think that it would be okay to, whatever in a video game be okay to do to other people and that stuff, versus you are, uh, well, well enough that if you were a grown-up child and a teen, also an adult, you would understand that when you play these violent video games and that stuff, that you should not do this in reality. In fact, I even made a video quite a while ago, and it was whatever you do in video games, don't do in reality. Because ultimately, if you, say for example, you go out and you made a bunch of killing streaks in Call of Duty Black Ops, or you made a real big kill streak in Fortnite and that stuff, and you go out there and you go out and, commit these mass shootings and think it's okay to murder and, kill people. That is something that's going to get you arrested. But no way of connecting with reality whatsoever. I don't know how people still keep drawing this picture that video games, shootings, and, you know... Oh, I should also point out that, the, insurrection, this is what people like to believe, but, yeah, breaking into buildings with your pickaxe, isn't that, you know, a kind of... the same kind of thing as the people who broke into the windows on Capitol Hill? Isn't that trying to draw some kind of, you know, reference there? Or connection? If it is, then who's to say... Who's gonna say, well, I told you so. I told you that playing violent video games had some connection in reality. That they actually do cause this type of violent behavior. Oh, what do the studies show? What do the studies show? Yeah, what do scientists say about this? What do studies say about video games being connected to, violence in reality? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, they have no connection with, violent behavior. And yet these stupid politicians want to try to, you know, fool us into thinking that, oh, the reason why people play, Call of Duty, Black Ops is because they want to grow up to be, mass murderers. The reason why people play Fortnite is so that they can train themselves to break into, buildings, you know, get the idea on how to do it very wisely without being, without getting killed, that stuff. Like, people would get the idea that, you know, people play Fortnite so they can train to, you know, cause insurrections, U.S. terrorist threats, or, you know, possibly... yeah. I find this to be very, very stupid. It's really, really stressful to be talking about this kind of topic. It's telling you something big here. It's telling you that people just don't have heads. In fact, well, actually, they do have heads. But these politicians, these stupid politicians, don't have the knowledge to know that video games have no connection in reality whatsoever. So, why continue trying to bring it up? Well, people try so hard to actually bring up, they absolutely try their hardest to bring up the same topic over and over again, even though they know they failed, because there are, like, courts that say, or studies that show, that, there's no evidence, there's no proof, and that stuff, and you try hard to actually prove that there is something to prove, even though there is no proof of what you're trying to prove. Like, if something is completely false, you would keep on pushing the idea that there is evidence of, you know, something that you're trying to falsely claim that doesn't have any proof. It's like the same thing as voter fraud. Okay? People kept on trying to push the idea that there is voter fraud and that stuff, and that it's never been proven. It hasn't been... There's... You have to... You really have to, if there is no proof that video games cause violence and that stuff, then that people should just... There's one simple thing that politicians need to do. And if they know that there is no proof that video games cause violence and that stuff, well then, there's a certain thing that politicians need to do, and that is they just need to shut up. It's really that simple. So, yeah, why keep bringing up something that totally does not have any proof? I don't understand. Now, these political idiots that you have in the White House, they don't use their heads right. Just one simple, it's just one thing that I could actually one simple, well, few simple words that I could say about that. So, here's what you need to do. If you know something has been proven to have no proof at all, okay? Just remember, if something is not working for you and you try so hard to prove that this is real, that video games have connections to the violence in reality, and there is no proof in that stuff, well, it's very simple. You need to just shut up about it and that stuff. Stop trying so hard to actually prove something that is proven to be false, and, you know, just shut up about it. And also, voter fraud, they keep on pushing that belief and that stuff, and it's proven that there is no voter fraud, that there is no evidence in that stuff, then you at least need to shut up about it. That's all I need to say in this video today. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what was said here, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, Charles Morris, and that stuff. And remember, video games, there is no evidence that video games cause violence in reality. Have a good day.